we have another partial update for you for what we've done. We've ripped out a whole bunch of stuff. We have framed in the additional 24 inches of this doorway closed, so that's framed in. We have also moved all of the electrical outlets that are GFCI protected along where they're going to need to be for where the new cabinets are going to be going. We've also moved the range electrical plug. It was over here. We had to move that over here today. We're going to be capping off the water for the refrigerator ice maker and just pushing that underneath the floor. Like I said, we have all of the plugs in. This plug here is going to go to a stud that we're going to actually be framing in. We need a frame here and one here for when we do drywall. And that particular outlet is going to hang on that one there, but it is live and hot right now, so we have to be careful. This is the refrigerator one right now. We're moving the refrigerator way over yonder here. So this is where the new spot for our refrigerator is going to be. It's going to sit over here almost to the open doorway. I think we've got like 6 or 7 inches, and then the refrigerator cabinet goes, so it's going to be in this range here. We just bought some new 12-2 wire to wire it in because that's what the existing wire is for it. So we're going to put the outlet there. I've got it run all through the walls, all the way through, and up here to above where the cabinets are going to be. So it's going to be a junction box that I can get access to. And we're going to take this 12-2 wire here that's going into the existing plug, put it in the junction box, and tie those off together. Put this plug or get a new receptacle and put it in the box over there. And then we have just a little bit of framing to do on this wall. We've got a frame in for the new pantry. We're going to be pulling off this colorful drywall because it is thinner. It's got a thinner profile than the regular drywall, so we're going to be pulling this drywall off. Also, that way I can see if I need to frame in here some more to help to support any shelving that I'm going to be putting in our pantry closet. So frame the wall here, frame one here for where the wall's coming out, and frame one there. And we finished up the floor. We had to patch the floor. We had to use the floor opening to get underneath to move the electrical over. We put in a new floor AC duct, and it's all tied up, duct taped, and it's screwed down in here. We just need to get the register to put on it, but it's not necessary to do that right now. I'll probably just cover this one up with plastic or something because we're not using the AC duct for anything right now, and I don't want any dirt and junk and debris to go down in there. We do need to screw this board down, and then this portion will be done. We still have a little more electrical to do, like I said, the junction box and moving the outlet over. We also have this light that was over our existing sink. I'm pulling the power from there, which is the same that is controlling these two lights, which are both going to go. So there's one switch, it turns on these two lights, and it turned on that. So I'm going to try and wire it to where the switch operates these two here, and I can have a hot all the time line coming here, which is I'm actually going to put into this junction box, which I can either use for above cabinet lighting or drop it down behind the cabinet that's going to be above the sink, because this is where the sink's going to go. And then I can like drop it down and I can have undermount lighting. So that's going to be the junction box to bring power for either or spot. I also did take out the garbage disposal that was hot wired in, and then the switch I mounted on the wall here instead of underneath the cabinet of the sink, which I thought was a stupid place for it. So what I've done is I put the switch that operates an outlet underneath the sink, so when we get our new garbage disposal we can just plug it in directly to the recep, and that recep is only hot when the switch is on, and thus it can kick it on and off. If I want, I can actually switch it to where I can make only one of the outlets hot off of the switch and the other one hot all the time, in case I want to plug in something else like a water system of some sort that needs power. So yeah, when I had the floor open, I had the opportunity. I could have moved the plumbing into the wall, but I think having access to it this way is going to be better, because there is no vent that vents it all the way up through the roof. The vent is actually here, and I want to be able to have access to it. Underneath the sink cabinet will be a little bit easier for that. Plus I can alter the height of it for the sink that we eventually get, which we're looking at different types of farm sinks and stuff, so that's going to be important to know. I do have a few more staples and stuff to pull out here, and some other nails and staples across the top that my wife couldn't reach on the little ladder we had. So when we pull out this drywall, we'll pull out any other staples, nails, and stuff like that. Do the couple little electrical things. Once I get power to this box here and the refrigerator wired in, then I can start doing some patchwork and drywalling, and then it'll actually start to come together. We've got about 2.5 weeks before the cabinets could be here. They could be here sooner, but they're gonna call to schedule with me, and I'll just push it off as far as I can to where I know that I've gotten all of this done. The drywalling should be fairly easy. I don't have to really mud and tape much, because the cabinets are gonna cover like 95% of it, except for going up over this section here. The split for the drywall will be there, and then there'll be another weird split here. But you're gonna have a pantry closet that's gonna block a lot of it, so you're only gonna have a small section that I would have to, mud tape a little bit of a seam there and then paint up there. Up here you've only got about 6 inches that's gonna be showing up over there, and then above the door jamb, and then down over here. So not really a whole lot, which is gonna be good. I may just seal over some of the screw holes, just because it may drive me crazy seeing it like that, but we'll see. But that's where we're at with this today. We're going to move the stove back over and plug it in so we can actually use it again once we're done screwing the floor down. And yeah, we're going to have our temporary kitchen going some more, and we'll get back to you as soon as we have another update. Alright, I'm going to try and do another update. Sorry about the lack of light, but I yanked the ceiling lights out to rewire, and haven't put any new lights in yet. So yeah, I got the framing done. We finished framing in for our new pantry closet. We've got it measured out for where the cabinets are going to go along the walls. We moved the refrigerator over to where it's going to go. I've redone all the electrical. I moved the refrigerator circuit. I brought it up to the top here, so now it has a junction box, and then I rewired it all the way around so that it is now behind here. So it's the same circuit, and I'm going to leave that as an open junction box so that I can access it in case I have to, in case the inspector says something. And then we started to do drywalling in. So I started to drywall in from the closed in wall section. Let me show you how much we closed in. So we've closed in, hopefully you can see on the camera here, about 24 inches from where it used to be to here, which is still plenty of room to walk through here. And I've been doing drywalling the last couple of days as I could. So this is all green board, that's why it kind of looks funny. We've gotten it all the way up to the existing drywall, which is fine up here. Started to do the inside of the closet with the remaining green board that I have. So I've got it down here, which is good in case it does flood or something. That's the only spot that'll probably get wet and moldy anyway. So I've got to get, and this goes up to almost 10 feet at the peak. It's about 9.5 feet actually. So I've got to get drywall from the 4 feet up there. I've done it all the way up and around. So I don't need it there, I just need it on the 3 sides to finish the closet off. Closet? Well, yeah, pantry closet, same difference. I only have to mud and tape certain areas because pretty much the rest of the wall is going to be covered with cabinets countertop, backsplash across most of that, and so it's really only this wall here that have to look nice, and then across the top where the cabinets are going to be, where it kind of goes down to a point and gets bigger up there. That's the only part that's actually going to show. Up above here is only about 6 inches, but with the cabinet sticking out 12 inches, you may not even see most of that. Plus there's going to be crown molding covering that. Again, the crown molding is, same crown molding that's here on this wall, goes all the way around, so it'll cover up there too. So yeah, I'm pretty well done with this part of it. This is all the pieces of green board that I have left, pretty much. I've got 2 more patches to do. I've already patched up the old exhaust vent hole. I've got to patch this light hole. I guess that's sorry. I pulled the power to here, and we're going to wire in a new switch for either above mount or under mount cabinet lighting, and the wire's already run, and I've already run, and I got to close up this hole. There was 2 holes because there was 2 fluorescent lights in the ceiling from before, so we're going to patch up the 1 hole. I'm going to leave this one open. This was the original power line coming in. I ran a new line just because I wanted to feel a little bit safer about the wiring that I was doing, especially when I got this wall open, which really wasn't my intentions. But yeah, we had 3 switches in the old box. Well, we have them here. There's the old box here. There's 3 switches, but then there was 5 wires coming into the box, so that didn't make any sense. Also in the wall we had this outlet here, which is just GFCI one. So I'm going to put it in a new box and put a new GFCI in there, rewire that in. We're going to a 4-gang box up here, and I've already ran the 2 new lines from the 2 new things. One of these, the first one's going to be the light in the ceiling, whichever we determine that is going to be. The second one is going to be for the cabinet lighting, undermount lighting. The third and fourth are going to be for, there's this light that's over our bar right now, this nice chandelier. We're going to keep that. It'll be on its own circuit. And then there's a light in this little dinette room here that is an antique lamp that we've had from my grandmother's house. Very old lamp, gold leafing on it. It's really cool, and it's got good memories, so we're keeping it. Do have to replace this whole panel of drywall now too, which is gonna suck. With the electrical, there was one weird thing. Like I said, there was 5 wires coming in, and I wasn't sure what the 5th wire is. Apparently the 5th wire draws its power for some reason from this box, and it goes up and over and into our master bathroom, which is on the other side of that wall. So the lights and the exhaust fan that are in the bathroom of the master bathroom on that in there come over and tie into here for power, which is, I've never heard of anything so stupid, but you gotta track everything down. And yeah, so the next things I've got to do is, I've got mudding and taping to do, of course, but I need more drywall to finish the closet. I got to put drywall in here and rewire this box, the old box, into the new box. I've also got the security camera line coming up inside the wall here that I have to remount up for some of the camera stuff that we have in our house. And yeah, it's going to be a fun experience, I'm sure. But we are getting there slowly. We will show you when we get some more accomplished. Hopefully some mudding and taping will get done. I do have to finish doing some drywall. I got to drywall the rest of this and then down that corner there so I can replace all that too. But I don't think I have enough green board stuff to do that. We'll see. I'll do have one big piece here, maybe pieces patch it together. Who knows? But Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to primer the green board wall as well. And I got mud. I got some tape out in my shed I'll have to get. Oh, we also have to do when we do the patches, I got this popcorn ceiling patch. It's the acoustic-y stuff. You just kind of put it on a paintbrush and kind of dab it in the area to make it look like the original popcorn. And I'm actually going to paint the entire ceiling in the kitchen and possibly this little dinette room here, and try to find a good area to make a line to stop the painting for this area. If I have enough paint. I think I may need more. I've only got 1 gallon of paint, so I'm gonna paint it for as far as I can, and if I like it, then I'll go get more. I was going to spray it. Spraying does take more paint, but it does have better coverage, and you don't have to get that special foam split roller to roll it on, and it doesn't make a mess spitting it all over the place either. But yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera, but where we removed stuff, you can see how white it was compared to how dark it was on the ceilings. And that's because we had somebody was renting our house from us after we got it. We rented the house out for about 4 or 5 years, and there was a smoker in the house, and they weren't supposed to smoke in the house, but they smoked in the house. I believe my mother, who was a smoker, also smoked in the house previous to that. So it is all yellowed up there. Now the walls are also yellow, but they're actually almond painted because I was trying to get it before I rented it. I tried to get the ceiling to match the walls so that people couldn't tell that they were off, which worked, and they didn't mind. But now that we're living here, I have to fix it the right way, and patchy and painty. That's the tricks. We are still looking for lights for the ceiling for the kitchen. I found a couple of interesting ones that I like, so that's future coming. We also need countertops, garbage disposal, range hood microwave replacement, undermount sink. Yeah, there's still a lot of money to be spent. And we're still waiting on the cabinets, which should be in. We should hear something either this week or next week on them scheduling to bring the cabinets in. So that's why I'm trying to rush through this and get it done. Well, I'm not trying to rush through, but I'm trying to get it done before they schedule that, so that when the cabinets come, I can actually start installing them. But still a lot of work to do. But it is a fun thing so far. But we'll see when we're done. So we'll see you when we have the next update.